everybody. I wanted to show you a challenge that I did for Scrap Your Stash. She has a fabulous channel, and she has a challenge right now, I think that ends January 31st, that is specific for a scrapbook page, a project life page, and a card. And I already videotaped my scrapbook page, and this is the second one. I'm going to do my project life page, and then I'll do another video about my card. So just real quickly, for the project life page, her challenge was to use the color yellow, to make sure you use a tab or tabs, and to use your stamps, which was perfect for me. I have tons of stamps, and sometimes when I do Project Life, I forget to use them, and I really want to use them, so this was a great challenge for me. I used the Simple Stories line. I love Simple Stories, and I kind of went back and figured out what to use. This is paper from the Daily Grind, this little title card, and then this paper was the school line that they had a few years ago. So this was just a really cute, I don't know if it's 5x7 or a little bit bigger, but this was the Simple Stories page protector I used, and so I cut that out. I really wanted to do a Project Life page about finals week in December for my daughter who's now in high school, and this was actually great to do. I did the little title card. Last year I used the same enamel type of alphabets in every single layout for Project Life, and it was really fun. I got them from Recollections from Michael's, but then I started running out of a lot of alphabets, and I did it. I'm not completely done with my 2015 album. I still have a few weeks to put in there, but it was nice to have it throughout, that I always had a title card and it was the same black enamel type. So I like that a lot, but I'm not going to do that this year. It was just a lot to kind of keep up with as far as making sure I had enough letters and going to buy more from Michael's, and sometimes they didn't have them. So I just put finals week. I used a stamp set I've had, admittedly, for quite a while, and it's never been used. I am a coffee addict. I love coffee and I love Starbucks, and it just makes me happy. I love coffee in the morning, and I love sometimes, not all the time, but to get a Starbucks on the weekends or the afternoon or hard days or whatever it might be. So these were from Verve Stamps, and this was a few years ago, like I said. I don't think it tells what year they were made, but it's called Better With You. And I just absolutely loved all the sayings and the flourishes and the coffee cups. So I used this stamp right here. Given enough caffeine, I could rule the world. And I used this stamp right here that looks like a little coffee stain. And very, very easily with Memento ink. This one I used espresso ink from Memento, and did a little coffee stain on the corner. And then I actually did, let me just admit this, I stamped it on the card, this, and it just didn't look right. I didn't like it. It didn't stand out. So I stamped it on white, and I kind of corner rounded it a little bit, and I inked around the edges, and I put some enamel dots to look like coffee drips, just to kind of change it up a little bit. So simple, but I'm glad I was able to use that stamp. I thought that was cute. My daughter stayed up. Oh my gosh, she would stay up past midnight on finals week. One morning, I leave for my job, which is an hour and a half away. A few times a week, I have to travel into the city for an hour and a half, or it's an hour and a half away. I have to go there for the whole day, and those are long days. And I leave super early, like at 5:30. And my daughter would tell me, "Get me up at 5:30," so she'd be going to bed after midnight and then getting up at 5:30 to study. And so she was a super hard worker, but I think she learned from this to really study during the semester so you don't have to cram. So even if you take, I told her, just take like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes at night before bed, go through your notebook and look through your classes and your notes. And it just kind of gets in your brain what you're learning, what to pay attention to. And then when finals comes, it's not all this cramming. And then your brain kind of forgets it afterwards. So she learned that the hard way, but she's a super good student, super smart, sweet girl. And I always tell her it's not how smart anybody is, it's really how hard they work. I always try to remind her about just working really hard, and she does that. So I captured her with 2 computers, like an iPad and a laptop and all of her things, and she was making flashcards, and she was just kind of being silly here. And then I used the tabs. What I did is I used my little Tim Holtz tiny attacher. If you all don't have one of these, run to your Michael's with a coupon. They are the best little things. It's so much easier just to put a little staple and be done. And so these were just little stickers, and then I hole punched some of that paper from Simple Stories. I think it was the Daily Grind collection, and I just put it on the actual picture, stuck it in, and it's little tabs that stick out. It kind of gives it a little bit of dimension. This is when she was up at 5:30 studying. So anyway, that is just, it's very simple, but that is the Project Life page I did. And I just wanted to kind of show you the things I used, and it was very, very fun. So check out her challenge and have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.